You know that feeling when your day finally slows down and you just want to relax, unplug, and feel good? That's where Mood.com comes in. They're changing the game, delivering legal THC products right to your door, no shady dealers, and absolutely no medical card required, just good vibes and better sleep, shipped straight from their farm to your couch. From delicious THC gummies, smooth vape pens, to premium THC flower, Mood has it all. And everything's federally legal under the 2018 Farm Bill. Yeah, this isn't some loophole. It's the real deal. Head to Mood.com and use code FIRST20 for 20% off your first order. That's MOOD.com. Find your mood.
Life is a workout, and Smoothie King is here to help you power through. Whether you're crushing morning miles or sprinting through back-to-back meetings, give your body the energy, protein, and power it needs to help you conquer your goals. Only at Smoothie King.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.
Welcome to Uncluttered and Unfiltered, the podcast urging you to let it go and don't look back. With nationally acclaimed professional organizer Christine Stone and self-proclaimed hot damn mess radio and TV personality Eden Kendall.
Welcome to Uncluttered and Unfiltered, the podcast for women over 50 with Eden and Chris. And I'm disappointed in Christine Stone today, and I'll tell you why, but we'll get to that. You'll find out during the course of this podcast about why I'm disappointed and why my daughter is also disappointed.
Oh, no, not Chloe.
Yes, but also just know that at the end of this episode, you will be getting an organizational tip.
Yep.
So Christine will redeem herself that way. But we're going to talk today about not getting drunk anymore. And there is a huge, huge amount of attention being paid to sobriety or just, semi-sobriety or just drinking drinks that will get you buzzed or just maybe relaxed or just maybe imitate the feeling of a cocktail.
Right.
And we're going to talk about that. But before we get to all of the different varieties of those things, we should probably talk a little bit about why it seems like women, especially women over 50, are maybe leaning away from always having a glass of wine or two before bed or when we go out getting a cocktail or three.
Right. I don't know about you, but it's just not worth it anymore.
The
recovery is not worth it. I'm talking like 2 glasses of wine recovery. I'm not talking like a bottle of wine. Mm-hmm. I just feel that my skin looks so dehydrated. I'm so tired and lethargic. I mean, it's almost like you have to plan around if you're going to drink to know that you can't do anything that next day. And I mean, nothing.
Same. Yes,
yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I will still go out if I'm planning something. I know I'm going to have a couple of cocktails. For me, the next day's a wash.
Right. Exactly. And I don't know about you, but it kind of brings you back to the junk food eating too.
Yeah.
You don't want anything healthy. You feel like, I need something like French fries. It's something, for me, I would normally never really eat anymore. So
when you're drinking, you're like, yeah.
Whatever.
So you feel all around crappy.
Yes, all around. And what is funny is if you go out with your girlfriends, most of them are all saying the same thing, especially women over, I'd say, about 55, where it's just not worth it. And the younger generation is already doing this, which I find hilarious. Yeah, they're just not into it.
My daughter and her friends, we're going to get to that. and talk about what their drinks of choice are these days. But it's true. And again, I can't say this enough. We're not condoning it. I mean,
No.
It's not impossible that you and I in a few weeks might go out and have.
Oh, no, it is possible.
Yeah, right. But it's very possible that we will go out and
Yeah.
have some cocktails. But we're just saying by and large, as a philosophy, as something we're seeing a trend towards.
Right.
And we
Right.
get why, because it just takes so much longer to come back, to bounce back from it.
Right. And one thing when I was doing a little research into this, because I don't know about you, but also my hot flashes come back when I drink in the middle of the night.
Oh.
Like things that don't bother me normally when I drink alcohol. So I'm like, why is that? And then it says declining estrogen levels, which
Your research there? Oh,
I
okay.
did, can make women more sensitive to alcohol. Alcohol can worsen hot flashes, night sweats, sleep disturbances common in menopause.
So when you did the research, you found
Yes.
validation.
Yes, for how I feel, because my night sweats do come back for sure when I drink alcohol, and when I don't, I can sleep through the night without the hot flashes.
I definitely sleep better if I haven't had drinks.
Right.
Definitely.
But it was never that way before. Back in the old days, if you
Yeah.
drank, it made you sleep better.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What else in your research came up?
I don't know about you, but slowing your metabolism. It's
Yeah,
like,
not a fan of the slower
yeah,
metabolism.
because as you're older, when you drink, you feel like it's like, especially wine, which is mostly sugar, you can't get it out of you
Mm-hmm.
as quickly because your metabolism is slower, and then you feel that poofiness.
Mm-hmm.
As you get older, it's a metabolism thing.
Well, I had a friend whose husband mentioned, because she had recently gotten away from drinking Chardonnay. That was her drink of choice. And she's now doing something a little bit more, maybe she's doing a tonic and a tequila
Right.
type kind of more
Right.
clear thing. And he said that he noticed a big switch in her mood because of all the sugar.
Yep.
It's like that sugar crash. In
Yep.
addition to not being drunk the next day and being hungover, in addition, there's no sugar crash.
Right. I agree. I think wine also, to me, it just, because of the sugar, is also what makes you look puffy and the crepiness under the eyes. Because I see a lot of women, if they are going to drink, they stay away from the sugary drinks now. So that's another thing. Then, now this is all research. So this
Okay.
isn't me saying this on my own, because I would never have known this. Alcohol can weaken bones and increase the risk of osteoporosis, which women already are at a higher risk in
Sure.
postmenopause. So that's not good either.
No.
Weight gain, we already know about that. Alcohol contains empty calories and can contribute to midlife weight gain, especially around the abdomen, which we all kind of know this.
Love the belly fat.
Yeah. And then this I found out, and remember I told you this, cancer risk. When I went to the doctor just for my normal mammogram or whatever, and I said, okay, is that it? And she goes, and you shouldn't drink any alcohol. And I'm like, what?
Ever?
What'd you say?
Louder?
What does this have to do with my mammogram, right? And she said the same thing this said. It raises the risk of breast cancer and other cancers. For women over 50, even moderate drinking can slightly increase this
Slightly.
rate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they went a little overboard by saying never, ever.
Yeah.
Because I think when you tell someone, I don't know about you, when you ever say never, ever, you're like, don't tell me never, ever.
No, never tell me that.
Never tell anyone never, ever.
And this is absolutely not to negate that research. I believe that research can be very accurate. It's also very important to always know who funded the research that you're studying. So, for example, if you've got this, there's a lot of research coming out right now because there are so many products out there that are no alcohol. They're funding research to make sure people do know the dangers of alcohol, just to maybe increase their own market share. So you always have to kind of keep that. And let me give you a great example of that. So there was this big study on hydration that was done years ago. And when everyone found out that Gatorade paid for it, it kind of changed the way you digested what they told us. So my point is, you're hearing these more because these studies are being done by a lot of companies that want you to buy their products. Now, that's not to say that your doctor didn't come from a place of real knowledge.
Yeah.
I'm saying you do always have to be careful.
Well, also, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, it seems like everything causes cancer now.
Right. Well,
there
that's
isn't
it.
anything. It could be the hair dye. It
Right.
could be, whatever it is, the skincare you wear. Something always comes out later that something you ate, something you breathed, something you wore. Now, you know what I mean?
Right. So in other words, if you're loving your wine at night, love your wine at night. It's one of the many things that could kill you.
Whatever.
One of the many.
Yeah. And these are just typical medication interactions. If you're older and over 50, which this made me feel really good that you're in that stat, you could be on medications on a regular basis that can interact with alcohol, which when you're younger, you don't have that
Right,
problem.
exactly.
And the liver's ability to process toxins like alcohol diminishes with age.
Okay.
It's really depressing.
It is depressing. We're just breaking down in front of your eyes.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
So
So there are a lot of options out there. So for years, we've heard the term mocktails. Mocktails are those fancy drinks that look and sometimes taste like a cocktail. So you can have something in your hand when you're out, or you can have that sweet, flavorful drink that's designed to be as fancy as the other drinks.
Right.
It still has the umbrella. It still has all of this. So that's one thing. And when people talk about mocktails, in my mind, what I think of is just the same drink but with no alcohol.
right, like
Right,
a
same
Perrier
thing.
with a lime, and it looks
Yeah.
like a gin and tonic or something.
Right. That's
Yeah.
a mocktail. It's mock.
Yeah.
But now we have all of these other seltzers that are flooding the market.
Right.
So we wanted to talk about some of those.
Right.
One of the terms you'll hear more and more is adaptogen.
Mm-hmm.
Adaptogens are things, there are a lot of different mushrooms
Mm-hmm.
and different chemicals within those mushrooms, ashwagandha,
Mm-hmm.
things like that are considered adaptogens, and they do things with your mood.
Oh.
And
That I have not
a lot of
tried.
these drinks have those ingredients.
Okay.
So, but what are some of the things that you've looked into with these different
The
kinds of drinks?
THC drinks.
Okay, so we're going to get to that for sure.
So that's the only one I researched on because
okay.
they're so popular right now, because the younger generation is quitting alcohol. So they're moving towards this.
Right. And I've been at music festivals where you go up to the bar and you have a couple of different choices, and those THC drinks are certainly among them. And then, of course, there's a health food store where you bought some.
No.
Oh, you didn't get it there?
No.
Okay. You got yours online.
Yeah.
The one you ordered. And then I just went to Total Wine liquor store and got a couple of choices of mine because I wanted to try them before we did the episode.
Right.
So
Yeah.
this is when I said I was a little disappointed in you. I wanted us to drink these
Oh, yeah.
and
no.
do the episode. And you said,
No way. Absolutely not. Because, and I'm not blaming Bethany Frankel.
okay.
I'm a grown adult woman who makes her own choices, but Bethany Frankel said to try this instead of alcohol. So I said, if Bethany Frankel can do it, and she's younger than me, but over 50.
Yeah.
Isn't she over 50?
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
So I decided, I don't really drink alcohol much anymore. It just doesn't really, it's not something I don't not drink it. It's just not a thing anymore. So I decided to try this. And then we talked about this. And I said, I have to talk about these THC drinks. Why? Because I did not do enough research as a grown adult woman.
Okay. We should stop right here for a quick second before we even launch into that and talk about the legality. THC is the ingredient or the chemical or whatever it is. I'm not going to get too sciencey here. That is in cannabis, weed,
Yeah.
that makes you high.
Yeah.
You all heard of CBD, and some of these drinks just have CBD in them, and those
Oh,
give
yeah,
you a little
see, I
bit of
don't-
chill.
Yeah.
But they're not the same as the THC.
Right.
And there are strains of these that you can legally buy over the counter. At least in Florida, it's different.
You can
I'm
buy it
sure.
anywhere.
Anywhere? Okay,
Yeah.
anywhere. In Florida, recreational marijuana use is not legal. Medicinal is.
Right.
So, I mean, but we're talking about you can walk into some grocery stores even and just buy these drinks. These are seltzers that have THC.
No,
They're
this
legal.
isn't.
The one you have is
No.
Okay. The one I have was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, this wasn't a seltzer.
Okay. Okay. Please continue.
Okay, well, first of all, before I continue my story, I'm going to talk a little bit about these THC drinks.
Okay.
And I should have done this research before I tried it, if you want to know the truth.
Okay.
So I was your guinea pig, everyone. Okay.
Okay.
So listen up. The first thing about a THC drink is the delayed onset.
Yes.
Did not know that. Okay. Number one, did not know that. Okay. It takes THC drinks longer to take effect, 30 to 90 minutes. Did not know that either.
Okay. To be honest, I used to feel a little confused about women's health, especially when it came to hormones. We would all hear about how important they are, but I never really fully got it till I got it. And then I learned for women, keeping hormones in a normal range is key for everything: energy, mood, even weight management. And that's when we heard about Hormone Harmony from Happy Mammoth. It's a plant-based formula created by a leading German nutrition scientist, and it combines 12 carefully chosen adaptogens. We love that it's free from GMOs and artificial fillers, just science-backed ingredients in every capsule. We love what you guys are saying, that since using Hormone Harmony, you feel more like yourself. Happy Mammoth has helped over 2.4 million women worldwide. The reviews are incredible. Over 50,000 women are talking about improved mood, better sleep, and feeling balanced again. If you want to try it, this is the perfect time. Get 15% off your first order of Hormone Harmony at happymammoth.com with the code UUPodcast. Uncluttered and Unfiltered is supported by Hearts for Minds. Mental health doesn't have to be a silent struggle. Hearts for Minds is changing the conversation, breaking stigma, and building bridges to better mental health care. Through QPR training and awareness programs, Hearts for Minds is equipping communities with the tools to recognize warning signs and connect people to life-saving support. Whether you're facing a crisis or just need someone who understands, Hearts for Minds is your helping hand. Hearts for F-O-U-R, minds.com. That's heartsforminds.com, and join the movement. Together, we can save lives.
People may consume more because they don't know that, thinking it's not working and leading to a very unpleasant, intense high. Next,
This is what you had.
Next, impaired judgment and coordination. Okay. Don't think that you can drink these THC drinks and get in an automobile.
Oh my God, no.
And drive.
Definitely not.
Or make important decisions or anything. Consider it to be as if you, like alcohol. You wouldn't get in a car and drive.
Smoking weed, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't do anything serious, so you wouldn't with these THC.
Yeah, don't operate a forklift.
Yeah, nothing. The mental health impact.
Okay.
Regular or high doses can increase anxiety, paranoia, depressive symptoms, especially in people prone to mental health issues. Heart health risks. THC can raise heart rate and blood pressure, which may pose risk for people with heart conditions. Did not know that either. Liver load. THC drinks, like alcohol, processed through the liver. Combined with other substances, they can strain liver function. They can also be addictive. THC can be addictive just like alcohol or anything else. Okay. And this can also interact with medications that you're on regularly. So it's kind of like alcohol. It's just I feel the way they're marketing is just to chill and relax.
Right.
And that is definitely not the experience I had.
Let's talk a little bit. First of all, the disappointment came with when, like I said, I wanted, and my daughter was like, you guys got to do it on that. I didn't realize the bad experience you had. So I'm laughing now because it's over, but I want to tell you my experience with it, just so you can see. You had something that came in, like you would add it to a drink that you were already making.
Which I didn't. I just,
drank it.
Yeah.
So what I got were seltzers that were infused with it. Now, I have had a lot of experience with THC in my day.
No.
A lot. And gummies and all of this.
Good to know.
Weed. Oh, yeah. So this was not a new feeling for me whatsoever. It was just another way of consuming it. So I didn't have the shock of like, oh my gosh, this.
How many milligrams though? That's
five,
another thing.
5 milligrams.
So that's
are in a
another
seltzer.
thing.
5 milligrams.
Okay, that's another thing people don't tell you. There's different milligrams, and I learned that also the hard way, because a lot of people that first try it, they start low. I didn't know. Like I said, I listened to Bethany Frankel. I didn't read.
You didn't listen to Eden Kendall.
No, I totally just like, oh, Bethany Frankel said this is a good alternative to alcohol, right? It'll calm you, whatever, soothe you. That is probably very true if you're either used to it or whatever. But I am going to tell you that's something that, like you said, you wanted to do it together here. And I said, no way I could do that again. No way.
Okay, so let's go through it. So you drink it and you don't feel anything.
Nothing.
Where were you?
I was at home on my patio.
Okay, Mitch was there?
Yeah, my husband was there.
Was he having a cocktail or did
Yeah.
Okay.
He was having a
So you were just
cocktail.
having a nice night at home.
And
chit-chatting.
And I said, oh God, this even tastes delicious. Like, it tasted really good, which is probably the worst thing ever. If it tasted bad, I would have been done with it, but it tasted very good. So I didn't know it takes 30 to 90 minutes, whatever. So I go and have another half a glass, because I did know, you don't fill it to the top or anything like that. And then I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden I see my husband's lips moving, but I can't hear anything. And I am like, what is going on? And I look at him and I said, I can't hear you. And he said, what? I said, I can't hear a word you're saying. Your lips are moving, but I can't hear a word you're saying. So I said to him, I think I need to go lay down. Well, that didn't work either, because it's not like, I can't describe it, but laying down, it didn't help much either.
No.
And then I tried to focus on like the TV to take my mind off of it. That didn't work either. So, and the next day, by the way, just so you know, I had a major hangover.
Oh.
Like, I felt awful all day. So I thought, what's the benefit of this if you feel the same exact way as you do with alcohol? Well, come to find out, everybody, just so I'm not trying to talk bad about it, because everybody should do what they want to do. I'm a firm believer in that. I started at the higher dose and didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I didn't start at the lower dose. And that is, I think, the big problem. But I'm too scared to even try it again. That's how bad it was. The whole experience was bad. So I'm scared to even try it again.
Well, I tell you, there are, as I mentioned, other options that do not have THC.
Okay.
Some
Maybe
of them
that
have,
I would try.
Some of them have melatonin.
Oh, I would try that.
Some of them have magnesium.
Love magnesium.
Some of them have, and these are all things that will relax you. Some of them have, as I mentioned, ashwagandha and other adaptogens like rhodiola, I think it's called, rhodelia, one of those.
I would
but
try
they have
that.
some of the, so there are definitely other options.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to push any of them on you, but maybe a half of a can of the seltzer would have been a better option.
Yeah,
It
I
would have been
think
about
it would have been a better.
2.5 milligrams.
Oh, yeah.
I think,
Yeah,
would have
'cause
been
this
better than
was
10.
10. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry you had that bad experience. I mean, I think
But
it
I'm
is
kind
very
of glad I did, though.
It's good, though, that you know. And the thing, I tell my daughter this, too, because she and her friends, this is what they drink when they go to the bars, because they sell them at the bars. And I was able to use this as a jumping off point to say, 2 things to remember. If you have a job that drug tests,
Yeah.
it's THC.
Yeah.
I don't care, and nor will an employer care if you say this was just from a seltzer that I got over the counter.
Right.
If they care about
they
that kind
care.
of thing.
Yeah.
Some careers,
They do.
They don't care.
Yeah.
Some companies will test you for drugs, but say, don't worry about
That.
the THC because everyone's doing this and that and the other. Also, the driving. The driving, and the decision making. You have to remember you're not on your game.
No. And the first thing I said to my husband the next morning, I can't believe they sell this and there isn't some kind of warning.
No.
Don't drive an automobile. Don't do any, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
they do on alcohol. I mean, there is no way I could have gotten behind the
No.
wheel. I mean, no way. I mean, I just think that to sell something, because you could get it anywhere, you can get it online, you can get it anywhere. That I just hope people aren't drinking a lot of it and driving, because it's just exactly like alcohol.
Treat it seriously.
Yeah.
Treat it like what it is,
Yeah.
which is a mood altering beverage.
Yeah.
But it is nice that there are options out there. And
Yeah,
like
for
I said,
people that don't drink.
Whether it's a mocktail because it's just something that's carbonated and you like to hold it in your hands. I've actually been in a situation where back in my younger days and being in the entertainment industry and being a DJ and a TV person, I'd been where I'd be like working in a bar and I'd be holding a martini glass and people would want to buy me a drink or refill it. And so I would keep water in it.
Smart.
Just in a martini glass.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, oh, I'm good. I have have my drink. So sometimes it's more about the social piece of it. So having a nice seltzer or something with a little bite to it. I've even brought when I was hosting trivia, the kombucha.
Oh.
Because that has a little bite.
Oh.
It feels like you're drinking something a little, with a little more zest to it. But be warned that going all in on 10 milligrams of straight up THC syrup
Well, and
is not the answer.
I also think that when you, like, I'm the type of person who always likes to be in control of my everything. Like, I don't like to feel like, out of it or out of control of my surroundings. I don't know. And I think that was another thing. I'm like, I don't like feeling like if someone broke in the house, I couldn't defend myself or whatever it is. I always like to know I could be on my A game. And for me, that was not something I could be on my A game about.
No, probably not.
But I probably drank too much of it too. So
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
live and learn.
You live and learn.
Head over to our Uncluttered and Unfiltered Ladies Only page. Let us know if this is something you would try, if you would
Yes.
never try. If you're offended by this episode, that you can let us know. I mean, we can't do anything for you. We just try to cover all
I
the
helped
bases.
you guys.
Yeah, she's looking out for you. She took one for the team.
I took one for the team.
Awesome. Is there anything else in your notes before we get to your organizational
No,
tip?
I mean, it's nothing.
All
I mean, I
right.
think my story tells it all, don't you?
I think that's a good story to hear. To not be able to hear him talking, but see his lips move. Let's be honest. That would be terrifying.
Yeah,
that would be a terrifying feeling.
yeah,
if you didn't
it
know it
was.
was coming.
Right. Like I said, just know it takes time for it to take effect.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So what you got for us from
Okay,
organizational?
today's tip, think about this when you are walking through your house today. Frames. I can't tell you how many clients, when I go into their homes, have old frames, tarnished frames, different types of frames.
Picture frames, right?
Picture frames. Picture frames with words on them. I mean, the gamut is unreal. So the way I like to do it, and every time I come, we're always sitting down, removing pictures out of picture frames and really kind of reworking it, because picture frames can become clutter. And I don't think people realize that when you have tons and tons of picture frames, but different ones all throughout your house, it can look very cluttered. So go through, pick your favorite photos. And if you have some from 20 years ago that you really don't like anymore, take them out, replace them. Really grab all your silver type frames together, all your gold frames together, and make it more of a collection, I think,
Okay.
instead of just random frames all over the house.
So address that. In other words, because those are the kind of things we don't see anymore.
Yeah.
You've heard of nose blindness, where you don't smell a smell because it's
Right.
been there every day. You don't see all those
Right.
picture frames because they're there every day and they have been for 20 years. So-
Right.
Okay, good wisdom. So remember, we'd love for you to join our Uncluttered and Unfiltered Ladies Only Facebook page. I covered that. Please share us with one friend.
One.
Welcome to all of our new friends. Please spend some time going back through our library. We have so many episodes after 3 years that you could reorganize your whole house and have plenty of laughs along the way, just getting caught up. So we invite you to go back through all of those episodes. And until then, let's see, what can we say that has to do with drinking THC drinks without really knowing what you're getting into? Oh, boy. Just how about this? The premise that you always have to have a drink in your hand to have fun and be social, you can let that go.
And don't look back.
Life is a workout, and Smoothie King is here to help you power through. Whether you're grinding out bicep curls or muscling the couch across the living room, crushing morning miles, or sprinting through back-to-back meetings, Smoothie King has fuel to help you maximize your workouts, own your recovery, and elevate your game. Give your body the energy, protein, and power it needs with a lineup of delicious smoothies made to help you conquer your goals. Only at Smoothie King.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.